Yo guys, what's up, it's Krypz, and today I'm going to be showing you all some hunter sets with the new dinosaur armor. Now this is the newest set that was introduced in Festival of the Lost, and if you are unsure on purchasing it, then I would recommend checking out my video on screen right now. So yeah, I'm going to be showing you all two sets in this video, with the first set using pieces from any season, and then the second set using pieces which are obtainable right now. So if you are new to the game, then I would recommend skipping ahead to the second set. And yeah, if this video does help you out, then please drop a like and consider subscribing to the channel. And without further delay, it's time we get straight into the sets. So this is the first Dino Hunter set and the one I personally use. Now something I really like about this set is the sharp aesthetic throughout, especially with the young Amakara's spine. I think this works perfectly with the dino armor, and if you have the augmented wish ornaments, then this will allow you to shade the bone and also pair it with different colours. Now as for the other pieces I used, the helmet and the cloak are both from the Dino set, and then the shade I used across the entire set is Golden Empire from the Menagerie. Now unfortunately, if you are new to the game, then this shade is no longer obtainable, and pretty much the reason why I used it here is because it creates a really dark look on the helmet, allowing for the jaw to stand out even more. Then moving on to the arms, like I mentioned, they're the young Amakara's spine exotic with the augmented wish ornament, and you can currently get this ornament from the eververse archive. Now as well as shader in the bone, the ornament actually is much smaller than the original, so this is going to be great for any of you which want a slimmer and more minimal look with this exotic. Then moving on to the chest plate, it is from the Empyrean Cartographer set in the eververse archive, and also if you haven't noticed, the arms actually have more grey on one side and gold on the other, so I wanted to balance the gold and grey throughout the entire set by incorporating some more grey on the chest plate. Then moving on to the boots, we have the shadow stripes from the Crown of Sorrows raid. Now this is the only piece in the entire set which you cannot obtain right now, and this is because the raid it dropped from was removed from the game, and you can pretty much see why I chose this, because the sharp aesthetic coming off the boots on the side here, and also at the bottom of the boots we have these claw bits which match perfectly with the set. And then like I mentioned earlier, the cloak is the dino cloak. Now I just want to show this cloak because with this shader it does get rid of the patterning on the back. So yeah, that's pretty much the first dino set, and now I'm going to be showing you all some alternatives you can use. So starting off with some shaders that I really like, we have Abyssinian Gold. Now this shader can sometimes be sold in the brightest store, and I just really like this because it creates a rotten bone look and also has a really nice red glow on the cloak and also the chest plate, and helps give the set a more menacing look. And similar to this, there's also Mercury Vex Chrome from the shader bundle in the Eververse archive. Now if I were to recommend alternative boots, then I would say the Empyrean Cartographer. You could also use the Virtuous boots from the Season of Dawn pass, and with these boots you could make like a Siva themed set, changing out the arms for the interlaced grips from the Season of the Splicer pass. Then you want to change out the chest plate for the Raiden Flux with the Nano Redux ornament, and then the shader you want to use across the entire set is Midnight Smith, which was from the Scourge of the Past raid. Now the great thing about this shader is that the glow on the cloak, arms and boots also match with the energy coming off of Siva, and overall I think this is the best shader you can use for this sort of set. Now there are some other exotics that compare really well with the dino pieces. As you can see, we're using the Wormhusk crown with the Gate Lord ornament. Now I wanted to use the Gate Lord ornament to somewhat create a Mecha Godzilla look, and the reason why I used the shader Amethyst Veil was so that I could pair the hologram colour with the rest of the set. And if you're wondering where you could get this chest piece, it is from the Deepstone Crypt raid, and I did find that it pairs fairly well with the dino boots. And if you didn't want to use the Gate Lord ornaments, then you could also use the normal Wormhusk crown, although the main issue with using this helmet is that I didn't find that a lot of gold shaders really paired well with it. As you can see, this is somewhat the best set I could create with New Monarchy Regalia, creating a somewhat like fire dragon. Now the other pieces I changed out were the arms and the boots, and these are both from the Solstice event, and we should hopefully see the 2019 Solstice pieces return in the future. And if you didn't know, you could create like a glowing look coming out the eyes if you pair it with the Solstice 2020 helm. And then a final exotic I want to show you all is the Mask of Bacchus with the Beastly Visage ornament. Now if you're unsure on purchasing this ornament, then I do have a video on the channel, and this can be really great as well as it does have a sharp teeth design, and as you could see we have Old Growth creating a nice green on the entire set. Now this is a shader from last season, and definitely something I'd recommend if you are trying to create like a green raptor look. And you could even use the Holdfast vest and then pair it with the Roboraptor boots, With this shader, the colours match quite well, and you could even go with a darker look with Abyssinian gold on this. So yeah, that's pretty much the first set and its alternatives. Let me know what you think of it in the comments below, and now it's time to move on to the Obtainable set. So here's the second Hunter set, which is obtainable right now. As you can see, we are using the Graviton Forfeit comboed with the Dino Cloak. Now I went ahead and showed this combo on my Instagram a couple of days ago, and you all absolutely loved it, so I went ahead and made it into a Blackout set. Now the other armor pieces I used here were the Pathfinder grips. Now you can get the entire Pathfinder set from the Astral Alignment activity, or by focusing your Umbrella engrams. The chest plate is the Outlander's Heart from Rare engrams. Then the boots are from the Moonfang set from the Prophecy dungeon, and I find these to pair fairly well, with the silver matching with the gauntlets here. Now the shaders I used here were Metro Shift on the arms, chest and boots, and then Amethyst Veil on the cloak. Now you can get Metro Shift from the shader bundle in the Eververse archive, and this bundle will only cost you Glimmer and give you access to all the Year 1 Eververse shaders. And then as for Amethyst Veil, this is a shader that's going to be sold in the Brightness store during week 11. Now like with the other pieces, you could use Metro Shift on the cloak. It can still work here, although the blue is more prominent, and also the glow on the cloak is a bit of a lighter colour and doesn't flow as well with that purple glow. You could just go with no exotic and switch out the shader on the helmet for Amethyst Veil, and this could still look really good here. And you'll also be able to pair this with Bitter Pearl, going with a nice mostly white look with some silver and also a blue glow. Now if you want to create a bone look like with the first set, then you could use the Yun Amakara's spine with Dreamian Spectrum. You could get this shader from the Last Wish raid, as well as the chest plate and the boots. And if you do get the Augmented Wish ornaments, then you can pair it with Mercury Vex Chrome from the shader bundle. And I also found this to look pretty good as well. And for any of you which like using Stompies, then you could also make like a robotic raptor look. So I went and changed out the arms for Road Complex A1 from Ledge Drain Grounds. The chest plate is the Prime Zealot Race from the Vault of Glass raid. And then the boots are the Stompies from World Drops. Now this chest plate is perfect for this sort of set, as there is no visible clipping with the cloak. And I also love these arms because of the razor design here, also matching with the sharpness coming off the helmet. And then the Stompy's exotic, which if you didn't know, the whites cannot shader. So Carbon Blood is perfect on this, as it does incorporate some white onto the cloak. Now obviously if you're new to the game, you're going to have to wait until Carbon Blood comes into the Brightness store. But for now you could just use Bitter Pearl from the Vault of Glass raid, and you could get this from the Pearl of Glass Triumph. And this also looks nice with Metro Shift from the shader bundle. So yeah, that's pretty much the set and all the alternatives I wanted to show you all. Let me know what you think of both the sets in the comments below, and if these sets did help you out, then please drop a like and consider subscribing to the channel. Also go ahead and join the Discord if you haven't already. We are currently having a Halloween fashion competition, and all the winners will be featured in an upcoming video. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching and for all the amazing support. Stay safe, and I'll see you all in the next video.